Alright, so in this video I'm going to be teaching the alternate opening route for Flies and Spiders for All Quests. Again, this route is for if you're on GameCube or PS2 and you can't do this boost because there's an invisible wall here. Which, on GameCube and PS2 there is an invisible wall here, so you cannot do that boost. So what you're going to want to do for that version of the game is you're going to want to head this way, forward, trigger that box and then skip it, and then climb up the rope and just head through here. Now, once you get to here, we're actually going to be doing a long jump from right up here. So, if you angle it just right, you should just be able to long jump up like that. Now, if you don't get the angle right, and you end up slipping down into this area, then you're pretty safe still because you can do the same long jump from here to get up the wall, if you time and angle it right. It's not terribly precise. But anyway, once you get up here, what you want to do is you just want to kind of continue on this way, and try to stay on the left. Now, I'll go ahead and mention, if you fall into the water over here, you should be fine because the water doesn't actually exist, as you can see. The water's just kind of fake, like that. But you want to just continue on the left here, until you get to this area. This is the area that the plants would normally be at, but the plants are not here right now because they're unloaded, and I just fell back in, so I'm going to have to get back up now. But that's fine, I have a little bit more time to explain. Like I said, the plants aren't here, even though they're normally supposed to be here. And what we need to do is we need to get up there, and we need to either enter the tunnel or get on top of the tunnel. The way I like to do this is by just doing a slow boost up like this, from right here, to get up on top of the wall. You can also, if you angle it right, you can do a long jump from right here to get on top of the wall, just like that. Either way, you want to try to get on top of the tunnel, and then drop down into the other end of the tunnel. Just like the way I just did. Now, unfortunately, you can't take the easier route here that you can take in any percent because things unload. So you do have to go through these plants, like this, the way I'm doing right now, and then through this poison area. And then through this pit. Now, if you do happen to fall into the pit, all you have to do is just pull the block and ride up this thing. It does lose about 20 seconds. But that should be fine, especially if this is your first run. Should be able to save 20 seconds easily in the future, just by not missing this. But anyway, once you cross this pit, whether you've crossed, whether you did the long jump and jump attack across, or whether you had to push that thing up, the first thing you want to do is you want to come over here and open this chest, which just use your key on that if you have one. And then you're going to want to long jump up this wall, just like the faster any percent route, and come up here. Now, you'll notice that this wall that would normally be in front of me isn't in front of me because of the route I took to get here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a long jump and a jump attack to get down here. And then if I need the coins for my coin route, I'll go ahead and open that chest. But once you get Corwin's ring, you can just head right out of here. Like I am right now. And then we're just going to head back to Corwin's camp. And there is something important to note about Corwin's camp that you don't get with the GameCube route. The thing about Corwin's camp is that, since we never went into Corwin's camp earlier, there's a certain cutscene that we didn't trigger that will trigger if we hit a certain area. So what we need to do is we need to go in front of Corwin, and you don't want to long jump in front of him or anything, or get too far in front of him, but you just want to get about right here and interact with him. And then 2 cutscenes should trigger. And the reason you want to do that is because you need to give him the ring. It's one of the quests. But if you trigger the other cutscene first, it won't let you give him the ring for some reason. So that's an important thing to know. But I was able to give him the ring just now. As you can see, I don't have it anymore. And you do have to do both of those before you can put the oil in the fire, I do believe. But that's all there is to that.